This episode of April and Jay Have No Ideas is brought to you by the Misconnection section of Craigslist, the online equivalent of whispering sweet nothings in your sweetheart's ear.
We talked about a pie fight, Brooklyn, posted 3 days ago. We met at a bar and had a ridiculous conversation. Neither of us had ever hit an adult in the face with a pie or been hit with one ourselves. If we were being honest, then I would love to give it a try. But when? Where? Why? Really, it just sounded fun. Be honest, wouldn't you still jump at the chance to hit another adult in the face with a pie if the adult in question, instead of being shocked and angry and upset, accepted the pastry-based comeuppance with a level head, and then slapped a pie in your face to settle the score? If you're still out there, let's make it happen. Hi, I'm April.
I'm Jay, and we have no ideas.
That was a good ad, wasn't it?
I want a what was it? A pastry-based comeuppance? It's fantastic. Pastry-based comeuppance.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That was a good one. So a couple things I wanted to talk about at the top of the show here. Two things. One, this has been all over the internet, and I was hoping to God you didn't see it yet. Did you find out if Thanos killed you already?
What?
So you can go to a website and it'll tell you if you were killed in the snap. So if you go to didthanoskill.me, it'll tell you if you're still alive or not. That's didthanoskill.me. Simply go to that website and it will give you a message whether you're still alive or you've died.
Didthanoskill.me.
I was hoping you didn't see it yet.
I was spared.
Oh, good. Me too. So we can keep making our podcast.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. It was on. I saw a bunch of people on Twitter posting. I think everybody was pretty much spared. Maybe that's the joke. Maybe if you search it, it tells everybody they're spared because you're searching it and alive.
Oh, maybe.
That'd be kind of lame, though.
Who knows?
I mean,
That's a fun little thing.
I searched it on my phone. I wonder what happens. Did Thanos... If I search it on my computer, just out of curiosity, maybe I'll have different results. Oh, no, I was slain by Thanos for the good of the universe on my computer.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
That stinks.
Well, I don't provide much to this podcast because obviously the no ideas thing. So you could replace me.
Okay.
Probably pretty easily. The other thing...
I'll mourn our friendship.
For a little while, like a couple days at least. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention, I think I asked you this in our bonus episode, which didn't air at this point because I didn't post it yet. Today is May 3rd. I said I was going to post it on Monday, but obviously that didn't happen. You don't watch Arrested Development, right? Correct?
I watched it when it was... I haven't watched the Netflix.
You have watched Arrested Development, right?
Right, just not the Netflix
Perfect.
version.
Nerdist put out a video you can get on...
He's not Nerdist anymore.
The website Nerdist, let me finish, put out a video this week. And I had to do a little bit of... I had to do a little bit of research to see if this was actually real or if somebody was just cleverly put it together, and it is 100% real. So Nerdist put out a video this week, and it's called Arrested Rebellion. It's a video of just a bunch of scenes from the original Star Wars trilogy that Ron Howard actually came in and did Arrested Development narration over. Like legit Ron Howard did it's not like narration stolen from
Mm-hmm.
Arrested Development. You'll have to watch. You got to watch it later because like you want to
Can I
literally
just
listen to it.
can I just tell you though that this is actually like a year old?
Is it a year old? All right. Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
just saw it now.
2017.
I just saw it now. It is hilarious. It is unbelievably hilarious. So watch that later. Put that on your saved list. But yeah, those were the two things I wanted to bring to your attention. It was new to me. It's new to me, so
Okay.
as a Star Wars fan, I'm kind of ashamed that I just saw it now. But so yeah, it's Arrested Rebellion. Nerdist presents Ron Howard's Han Solo. So
Oh wait, Han Solo.
it's called Arrested Rebellion.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm on the. I googled it, so it's there for whenevs.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, those were the two things I wanted to bring to your attention.
No, I was not aware of that. So
You, my co-host, and you, my valued listener. The other thing we need to do, I totally forgot about this. We need to pick a winner for our contest.
yes.
So I wanted to wait and physically do it on the podcast. If you are the winner, you will be notified through email probably before this podcast goes up. So I say I forgot, but I really didn't forget. I just forgot that I wanted to do it right now because I wrote down all the names on a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna pick a name because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reviews that were really great reviews. So I wrote them all down, and I'm gonna pick one. And let me see here. Okay, this one right here. Is the username? I'll have to do some research. I apologize if this is way off. Andalonzo is the username. So that's you won a Lego Brickheads figure.
Awesome! Congratulations.
Yeah, and thank you for the 5-star review.
Yes. Thank you.
They were this person was feeling a little sketchy about when we were added to the lineup apparently, but they listened to us and they love us now. They told us to keep up the great work,
which we appreciate.
Yeah. So I will get in contact with you. You will probably hear from me before you hear this, and we'll go from there. So that is our giveaway, and so hopefully we'll do another giveaway in June. Because May already started. That way, you get a full month in. And we'll ask for something else. Those are all the things on my to-do list so far. So.
Okay.
What do you got?
I think we were going to talk about Westworld.
Oh yeah, a brief Westworld conversation.
Yes.
Are you caught up?
I told you. I texted you at what 5:30 and said I'm watching now.
I was running around taking care of children, so you're all caught up.
Yes, with episode 2.
Is it only episode 2? No.
Yes.
I thought this week was.
It just started like now 2 weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure this week was episode 3. I thought.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. It's pretty epic so far. So there's going to be some not mild spoilers. There's going to be some spoilers in this conversation. So if you haven't watched Westworld or you're not caught up, you might want to skip over this part. Because spoilers. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we found out, I guess one of the big questions was where the park was located. I didn't realize that was a big question.
Yeah.
Apparently, people have been wondering. I have not. I just didn't really put too much thought into where it was located.
Where is it?
So, according to the internets, that city they were in was China.
Okay.
So it's somewhere in China
Okay.
or near China because Arnold mentions that house that he's building that he shows
Yes.
to.
Dolores.
I always want to say Bernice, but her name is not Bernice. There's nobody on Westworld named Bernice. Dolores mentions that he wanted to keep his family and his work close to each other. So,
Okay.
and I was also quite surprised, as I'm sure you were, about the amount of time they spent. Some of Dolores and some of the other hosts spent outside of the park.
Yeah. See, now this is the thing, because I thought William
Mm-hmm.
spent time in the park at the same time. I hate this time shift nonsense. Because William is Ed Harris, right?
Correct.
Okay. It feels like they were there at the same time, like on the same trip, but no. His buddy, well, his brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, yep.
Do we know who he is in the current time?
He's dead.
Is he?
Remember last season he left him like hanging from a tree or something, or he shot him or whatever.
That's right. I need to like go back and rewatch it, I think, because I'm so lost.
Yeah. So the way I see it going down, obviously William convinces his father-in-law to buy this park. And it sounds like from this episode, the reasoning behind it is he can just basically spy on people and see what they really want and really like do when left to their own devices to do anything, and basically use that knowledge for whatever. Because he kind of said, well, that's the best marketing for people, to see what they truly do when you give them no rules. So it's kind of creepy. Kind of sounds like they're just putting people in there, letting them do whatever they want, and then recording the whole thing. Kind of nonsense. So it sounds like William owns the park.
Yes.
But it sounds
kind
like,
of.
you know, yeah.
He's an investor.
He's the initial investor. So I know there's definitely more we need to find out, but it was kind of interesting to see his role getting bigger and bigger. While at the same time, in the current timeline, Ed Harris is basically trying to escape the park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm really liking this season a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, it's confusing because of like the way that they keep jumping back and forth.
Yeah. Which ultimately will make sense towards the end, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Until you get there, you're confused as hell. I mean, I thought this episode was a lot better, a lot clearer. Even though they were jumping around a lot, it made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's really, really good so far this season.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I actually think I even like it more than I like last season.
It's tough. You know, it's one of those things, and like we said, you got to judge it as a whole. So I don't know. I'll be able to tell you at the end of the season which one I like better. I think. But yeah. So yeah, that's Oh,
and it got renewed for a third season already.
Oh, did it? Excellent.
It did.
Excellent. All right. So should we move on to our main event here, our main topic?
Yeah. Why
don't you go ahead?
Hey, you came up with this topic, but okay, fine. So we're talking Just saying. We're talking about movie plot holes tonight.
Ooh.
You sound so surprised.
Just go with it. Ooh, movie plot holes. Please, April, tell me more.
You're the worst.
I know. But tell me more anyway.
Well, you texted me the other night asking if I wanted to talk about movie plot holes because there were two in particular that you had that spurred this idea on.
Well, there's two, the two biggest that I can think of that most people I know talk about frequently.
Okay.
You want me to start with the big ones?
Yeah.
So the big ones are, the movies are the Lord of the Rings trilogy and Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Both of which make for pointless movies. So let's go with Lord of the Rings, the never-ending debate of why could the hobbits not just jump on the giant eagles and fly them to Mordor?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any reason why they couldn't have. Would have saved us plenty of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the distraction caused by Aragorn at the gates would have been necessary, but at least Frodo and Sam wouldn't have to go over 3 movies.
Over 3 movies, lose their psyches.
Yeah.
Lose a finger or a hand or whatever the hell it is he lost. Finger, not hand.
Finger.
Lose a finger, lose his mind, all that nonsense. So yeah, I mean, plot hole. But
yes.
I don't know how most people weigh in on that. I'm sure there's probably some sort of reason why they couldn't do that.
Which Indiana Jones did you say?
Raiders of the Lost Ark. You want me to go into that one too?
Yes.
I'll do that one and then you can do some. So in the movie, Indiana Jones and his pal Sala, they get to the Nazi dig site to find they are not even remotely close to uncovering the Ark of the Covenant. So they can't find it. So instead of just scampering away,
okay,
they go through all this nonsense to find it, for then it to get stolen, found by the Nazis and stolen, to at the end they take it to this mountain, which is I guess where they were going to take it the whole time, to open it up, and they are all instantly killed. So the plot hole in question is, if Indiana Jones just stayed home, they would have found it, dug it up, taken it to the mountain, opened it up, and all died. And then he could have just scooped in and took it back to the museum. He is essentially unnecessary to the movie.
Okay.
He's an unnecessary character.
Okay. Jurassic Park.
Okay.
A massive Tyrannosaurus Rex somehow sneaks into the visitor center.
Okay.
Big scary dinosaur attacks everyone in the visitor center, but manages to not make a sound entering the building, and is only noticed by everyone until it's nearly too late.
That is true. Well, I mean, they were busy running from raptors.
I suppose.
I suppose that's a plot hole.
Let's see. Independence Day.
Okay.
How is the computer virus compatible with alien technology?
Well,
when the humans create a computer virus to take down the alien invaders, How did they know that it would, considering that not even viruses that work on PCs can also work on Macs? Also, how did they have the right cable to connect the computer in the first place? Is the USB slot really that universal?
Damn it. All right. You're right. Damn it. That's the thing about plot holes, though. Once you realize them, they ruin the movie for you.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Oh, I've got a bunch.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Back to the Future.
Number 3?
Just Back to the Future in general. Let's stay number 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to read from this list because they put it much more eloquently than I could put it.
Yep.
Things work out with Marty when Marty manages to ensure his mother ends up with his father and not him.
Okay.
Right? So how come his parents, George and Lorraine, don't remember Calvin Klein, the kid who brought them together and inspired George's career as a sci-fi novelist, and who more importantly looks exactly like their son?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. Titanic.
Okay, shoot.
There was no need for Jack to die.
There was plenty of room on the door.
Yes, there was.
Well,
Rose is just a selfish bitch.
all right. Fair enough.
Okay.
What else you got?
Let's see. I mean, like, I've got like 70 something on all said and done, but I'm sure there'll be some overlap.
Okay.
Iron Man.
Okay.
All of the Iron Man suits fit everyone.
Okay.
They fit Rhodey, Pepper Potts, and the President. And they in the suits that are tailor-made for Stark.
Okay.
Also, how do the suits work with them in it? Because in the first Iron Man, the suits work off of the arc reactor in Tony's chest.
Because I believe they had separate power sources.
I don't think in the first one.
Well, I figured you were talking about the third one. But I get it. You're talking about the other ones as well.
Isn't that the one where they saved the President? Wasn't that the first one?
Third one.
Okay, but still.
I'm sure Marvel explained that.
Okay.
I got one for you. Thor. The first Thor.
Oh.
At the end of the film, the Bifrost is destroyed. With no way of getting out of Asgard, it makes it a trifle difficult for Thor to pop back to visit Jane. He's understandably distraught.
Mm-hmm.
Yet in the Avengers film, he rejoins the gang like it's no big deal. What the fuck? If it's that simple to fix, why was Thor so forlorn? But I want to see her now.
Doesn't he, at the end of the first Thor, he shows up at her apartment at the very end, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know, but I think it was a while.
Okay, well...
But he was all, like, depressed because it was destroyed. Like, you think he'd just be like, oh, that's all right, we'll fix it.
Okay. Karate Kid.
Okay.
Daniel wins with an illegal kick to the face.
Technically, yes.
Not technically. The referee repeatedly outlines that there will be no kicks to the head allowed. He wins the fight with the crane kick to Johnny's head.
Yeah, well, if Johnny didn't sweep the leg, he wouldn't have had to crane kick him.
Yeah, but was sweeping the leg illegal?
It was shitty.
Just remember, Daniel LaRusso is the villain of this story.
Ralph Macchio gave him what he deserved.
Let's see. Ocean's 11.
Okay.
And this is on both lists, and I need to find the other one as well. But the fake money.
Okay.
The very end of Ocean's 11, after they've created the when you find out that the vault is a recreation. Ocean has successfully tricked Benedict into thinking the entire vault has been rigged with explosives ready to detonate unless he gives them all the cash. Benedict agrees, but not without calling in the SWAT team to secure the vault and getting his men to intercept the van with his money in it. Which they do, only to find out that the money has been switched for hundreds of flyers of a lovely Las Vegas night lady. Meanwhile, the SWAT team are actually Ocean's crew who sneak the money out. The fake money is the key to it all. But how did they switch it in the first place? There's literally no time for it to happen. No way it could. The only issue is there's no evidence of how or when the flyers could have gotten into the vault. Even Steven Soderbergh, the director, admits that it makes no sense.
Damn it doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't.
It hurts my brain.
And I've watched that movie a million times.
It hurts my brain. All right, I got one for you. The Matrix.
Okay.
People in the real world entering the Matrix require an operator on hand to jack them in, keep an eye on them, and more importantly, allow them to find an exit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We agree on that?
We agree on that.
So how did Cypher get in and out to meet with the agent on his own?
I saw something about that where it suggested on this plot hole thing as well that Cypher is actually the one.
Okay, well that's bull crap, but sure.
I don't necessarily buy it.
No,
it's a plot hole.
That's bull crap.
Okay. Have you seen Fast and Furious 6?
I have no idea which one that is.
That's the one with the plane at the end.
Ugh, that's the one that pisses me off to no end. You cannot pull a plane out of the sky with a couple of cars.
But also,
stupid.
The runway that plane is on
was extremely long.
Yes.
Every movie with a plane scene like that, the runway is like 7 miles long.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous. All right, here's another one for you. Gremlins. The plot hole being it's always after midnight.
Okay.
The one thing everyone knows about gremlins is that you shouldn't feed them after midnight. But if you think about it, it's always after midnight. At what point of the day does it become before midnight? I mean, they make a good point, I suppose.
That's somebody just trying to be picky.
I guess. But it does kind of make sense a little bit.
All right, I got another one for you. Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Okay.
Towards the end of the movie, R2-D2 and C-3PO are spotted bantering away inside the Rebel hangar on Yavin 4. While the Rebel fleet departs, this is very interesting. While the Rebel fleet departs, sorry. This is very interesting development in the Star Wars canon. In A New Hope, which takes place about 20 minutes later, the pair are on board Leia's ship, the Tantive 4, which is part of the Rebel fleet. So, what gives there, folks? Dude, gee, my God.
Was that really loud?
Yeah, it was super loud. Jeez.
Sorry.
Easy with the carbonated beverage.
At least there's no buttholes on this one.
No kumquats and citrus buttholes.
I had some kumquats earlier.
Nice. Right, what else you got?
Toy Story.
Oh.
So Buzz Lightyear doesn't believe he's a toy, right?
Right. You're going to ruin Toy Story for me, aren't you?
Buzz has issues and thinks that the other toys are insane, right?
Right.
Yet he still freezes when a human comes into the room, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Is it peer pressure, fright of the giant monster, an innate understanding of his true nature? Why does he act like a toy if he doesn't think he's a toy?
I don't know. Shut up, that's why. All right, I got another one for you.
Okay.
The Shawshank Redemption.
I've never seen it, so go ahead.
What?
I know.
That is crap.
I know.
No,
Trust me.
I'm skipping it then. I want you to see it first.
Okay.
God damn it. I'm so pissed off right now. I just want to end this freaking episode.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Christ. Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Luke visits Yoda and spends months training with him.
Sorry, go on.
Rockin' and rollin'. Sorry. So Luke visits Yoda and spends months training with him, while all Han and Leia do in that time is travel through an asteroid belt. Either Yoda works really fast, not very likely, or Han and Leia have bunked off for some quality time en route to see Lando. I didn't know he was there for months, but
Well, sure. He had to have Yoda be a backpack.
While he runs.
And jumps.
Run, jump. I can be a backpack while you run. Spring from a hairy vine. I can be your backpack while you climb.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see. So okay. Edward Scissorhands and the ice blocks.
Okay.
Edward Scissorhands creates artistic wonders in the attic of his home.
Okay.
Where did he get the ice from?
I don't know. Who cares? Stupid.
All right. How about the geography of Jurassic Park? This one also talks about him getting into the visitor center, but also ravines appear from nowhere during the T-Rex attack. Spielberg created such an impressive sequence that it doesn't need to make sense in the real world.
Yeah, damn right. Back to my earlier comment. Shut up, that's why.
Listen, you wanted to talk about this.
I know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's see.
Terminator.
Oh, I was going to do that one. Go ahead.
Okay, you can do it.
No, you go.
Why doesn't Skynet just send more Terminators back?
Oh, that's a good one.
You'd think Skynet would want to make sure their job was done, but no, it was just occasionally sends one solitary Terminator back in time, and then it assumes it's completed its mission. There's no shortage of Terminators lying around.
Yeah, like why not send the whole army of weird skeleton robots back?
Exactly. Let's see. Skynet is damaged at the end of Salvation, almost beaten in fact. It's been driven to extreme action, using the last of its power to send one Terminator back in time in a desperate attempt to destroy the future and thwart its own destruction. Apparently.
Okay.
Mm.
What else we got here? Let's see.
What was the one you were going to do?
So we all know why Arnie arrives butt naked in the first movie. As Kyle Reese explains to Sarah, only living organisms can travel through the time machine, or machines covered with living tissue.
Okay.
But where does this leave the T-1000, who is made entirely from liquid metal and therefore has no tissue matter at all? Just saying.
Cars.
Mm-hmm.
Who built the world?
That is true.
Who built it? Why do they need towns?
This is true.
Let's see. Oh, The Hangover.
Okay.
Doug just stays on the roof.
It's true. Doug does just stay on the roof. Yeah, but doesn't he say he was locked up there or something?
Okay, so, where was it? I saw a better explanation of it on the other list.
Like, you think if he banged on the door long enough, somebody would have come up.
His 3 friends spent a number of days looking for him when it turns out he was on the hotel roof the whole time. Now, he does throw a mattress down to get some attention, but why did he stop there? And not to continue to shout down to people on the street or bang on the fire door constantly until someone hurt him.
Yeah. I don't know. Plot hole. That's why.
Yeah. Let's see. The Lion King.
Okay.
After Scar kills Mufasa, he has the ability to kill Simba because Simba is right there. And he just lets him run away.
Yeah, he was proud of himself.
Maybe. What else you got?
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
The plot hole. Harry and Hermione make use of the Time Turner to save
Buckbeak and Sirius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, now that Harry knows of this magical artifact, why doesn't he think about maybe using it to go back and stop Voldemort from murdering his parents? You're the expert.
It's a good question, and I think... I don't know if the Time Turner can go back that far, but I could be wrong. I mean, we don't know. The only thing we know about Time Turners is that they can go back. We know that they were destroyed in book 5.
So according to Pottermore lore, Time Turners can only be used to affect a 5-hour period without causing dire consequences.
Okay.
And even then, disruption must be kept to a minimum. If Harry went back years and then killed such a figure as Voldemort, it'd likely cause severe damage to the timeline.
Okay. I mean, 3 turns took them back 3 hours. So I think it's like a turn per hour. So they would have to go back a lot of hours.
Yeah. I got another one for you. This is a more of a well-known one. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
The plot hole. After the intro sequence where we first meet Adrian Toomes, the film jumps to 8 years later.
Okay.
Now we know that first scene takes place following the events of the Avengers battle.
Okay.
In New York, because Toomes works a deal to salvage and clear scrap from the Battle of New York.
Right.
And that was 2012, which means Homecoming takes place in 2020. Marvel's head Kevin Feige says Avengers Infinity War takes place in 2018. So Homecoming happens after the events of Infinity War?
Oh.
While some fans have gone to great lengths to prove Homecoming doesn't screw the timeline, those theories don't pan out, especially when you take Feige's comments on how Iron Man 3 takes place 6 months after the Avengers into consideration. So somebody screwed up there.
Yeah.
But whatever, who gives a crap?
By the way, they would have to turn it 113,880 times.
Yeah, well, they could do that if they wanted to.
I also have a Spider-Man plot hole. Although this one is Spider-Man 3.
Ooh, plot hole. They should have never made it.
Yes, but when Flint Marko turns into Sandman, everything turns to sand except his locket.
All right. Maybe because the locket wasn't his.
It was his.
Well, no, it was his daughter's or something, wasn't it?
It contained pictures of his family.
I don't care. That movie was terrible.
All right, Transformers.
Go ahead.
The Allspark only creates evil Transformers.
Is that true?
When the Allspark is being carried through the street, it starts turning all the machines in the vicinity into robots that seem to have a taste for human blood. There's no reason why they are created evil and not good.
I have one about Transformers as well.
Yeah?
Yep. So yours was Allspark only creates evil Transformers?
Yes.
Did you know Michael Bay only creates crappy movies?
Yes.
Specifically Transformers movies? It was a bad joke.
Yeah, well, you're known for those.
Whatever. Give me one more. Give me a good one. End on a good one.
Okay, language for this one. Armageddon.
Okay.
Why train drillers?
Why train drillers?
Yes. Ben Affleck asked Michael Bay, wouldn't it be easier to train astronauts to drill rather than to teach drillers how to be astronauts? To which he replied, shut the fuck up, Ben.
There you go. That's my motto in life.
What?
Shut the fuck up, Ben Affleck.
Oh.
I guess. Yeah.
Did you happen to see the thing I posted on Facebook from I think it was the site Nerds with Vaginas?
Mm-hmm.
About like things you can say when you just don't know what else to say?
I don't think I saw that one.
Okay, hold on.
Usually that site has some pretty good stuff. That Facebook page has some pretty good stuff.
So here are some, these are some fun little things you can say.
Sorry, folks. This is going to be a dirty language favorite heavy episode.
Okay, things you can say in response to literally anything when you have nothing else to say. As the prophecy foretold.
Okay.
But at what cost?
It's a good one.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
That's a good one.
So it has come to this.
Good one.
That's just what he, she, they would have said.
Okay.
Is this why fate brought us together?
Oh, I like that one.
And thus I die.
Interesting. I just taught Joel to say, I know you are, but what am I? And apparently he used it in school, but he used it incorrectly.
Oh, no.
And then the kids were like, you're weird, and they ran away from him, and he got mad. I was like, you used it the wrong way.
Poor baby.
He was like, I don't remember what the kid said to him, but the kid said something. He's like, I know you are, but what am I? And the kid was like, that doesn't make sense. I didn't call you anything. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. I'm like, we'll teach you to use it in the right context.
All right. Just like in my dream.
Oh, there's more of these?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You
Go
cut
ahead.
me off.
Oh, sorry.
Just like in my dream.
Okay.
Be that as it may, still may it be as it may be.
I'll never use that one. Okay.
There is no escape from destiny.
Okay.
Wise words by wise men, write these deeds in wise pen.
Okay.
And then the wolves came.
Okay.
And my favorite, in this economy?
That is a good one. Oh, sheer gold. I love it. Shall we move on to our next segment?
Sure.
Hope you enjoyed plot holes. It didn't go as well as I thought it was going to go.
It's okay.
But they can't all be winners.
I was just going to say that.
But speaking of winners, you guys are winners because you get to listen to more Amazon reviews
and Craigslist reviews.
Woo! So we're going to do what we did last episode, go back and forth, and hopefully hilarity will ensue. I got a list of pretty good ones this time, so.
Oh man, I re-listened to that episode.
Oh my god, that freaking tag sale one. Oh my god, it was the greatest.
I was dying. I'm driving to work, cracking up. I'm just like, that tag sale is the best. Walking around the house, going, kid stuff, grown-up stuff,
fancy things, yes. Ugly stuff.
Broken stuff. Mom likes the 10-cent bin.
All right, you go first.
Okay. All right. This is kind of a long one. Actually, it's pretty long, but this is a good one to start with. 1999 Toyota Corolla. Fine AF. You want a car that gets the job done? You want a car that's hassle-free? You want a car that literally no one will ever compliment you on? Well, look no further. The 1999 Toyota Corolla. Let's talk about features. Bluetooth? Nope. Sunroof? Nope. Fancy wheels? Nope. Rear view camera? Nope. But it's got a transparent rear window and you have a fucking neck that can turn.
Is this the same guy?
I don't know.
God, I hope so.
Let me tell you a story. One day my Corolla started making a strange sound. I didn't give a shit and ignored it. It went away. The end. You could take the engine out of this car, drop it off the Golden Gate Bridge, fish it out of the water 1,000 years later, put it in the trunk of the car, fill the gas tank up with Nutella, turn the key, and this puppy would fucking start right up. This car will outlive you. It will outlive your children. Things this car is old enough to do. Vote. Yes. Consent to sex. Yes. Rent a car. It is a car. This car's got history. It's seen some shit. People have done straight things in this car. People have done gay things in this car. It's not going to judge you like a fucking Volkswagen would. Interesting facts. The car's exterior color is gray, but its interior color is gray. In the owner's manual, oil is listed as optional. When the car was unveiled at the 1998 Detroit Auto Show, it caused all 2,000 attendees to spontaneously yawn. The resulting abrupt change in air pressure inside the building caused a partial collapse of the roof. 4 people died. The event is chronicled in the documentary Bored to Death, the story of the 1999 Toyota Corolla. You want to know more? Great. I had my car fill out a Facebook survey. Favorite food? Spaghetti. Favorite TV show? Elf. Favorite band? Tie between Bush and the Gin Blossoms. This car is as practical as a Roth IRA. It's as middle of the road as your grandpa during his last silver alert. It's as utilitarian as a member of a church whose scripture is based entirely on water pills.
Oh my God.
When I ran the Carfax for this car, I got back a single piece of paper that said, it's a Corolla. It's fine. Let's face the facts. This car isn't going to win any beauty contests, but neither are you. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to your wife. This isn't the car you want. It's the car you deserve. The fucking 1999 Toyota Corolla.
Oh my God, that was glorious. Why did you start with that?
I don't know, because I figured at least we start on a high note.
Oh my God, that was amazing. We have to mark this episode down as NSFW. Big time. Holy cow.
I think we should, well, we'll talk about the name later, but I think we should name it the 1999 Toyota Corolla.
I'm thinking we should. Okay, here's one. This product is the Bic for Her retractable ballpoint pen, medium point, 1 millimeter, black ink, 2 count. The package, beautifully smooth. Bic for Her. 5 stars. Received as wedding gift. Love them. I received a set of these pens for my wedding. Unfortunately, I can't write or type. My husband is actually typing for me. However, I do so love the pretty colors. I've been learning how to write with them. They don't send me into a harsh frenzy of tears like regular pens do, nor do I find them sexually intimidating at all. I think she's being sarcastic.
Probably.
With good reason.
Oh, is that the end?
That was it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Free working LCD TV. Free LCD TV. Yes, it works perfectly. Yes, it has a remote. No, I won't deliver. Why is it free, you ask? My roommate thought it would be, quote unquote, hysterical to pause gay porn on my TV while my girlfriend and I were on vacation for 2 weeks, thus burning the image into the screen.
Oh my God. That ad is going to get us kicked off the network.
Oh no.
Boy. That's okay. I'm sorry. I mean, that's not okay, but sorry.
Should we cut that one?
I don't know. It's pretty funny. I'll decide when I edit. We might have to. Okay. This one is a deer rear with bottle opener.
What was it? I'm sorry.
A deer rear with bottle opener. The hind end of a deer with a bottle opener.
Okay.
4 stars. It just makes sense. It's not as effective as my... Hold on, I got it. It's not as effective as my squirrel anus corkscrew, but it's still a nice item. I wonder if they even sell bottle openers that are not attached to an animal's rectum. I assume not, as that would be just silly. 56 people found this helpful.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Want to watch a live birth on mushrooms?
Go on.
Hey there. My friends and I were trying to figure out the craziest thing we could do on magic mushrooms and realized that watching a live birth would be by far the most incredible, mind-blowing experience we can think of.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I gotta compose myself because it gets weirder. Okay. We are looking for a woman with child who would permit 5 respectful, approximate age 27-year-old men to watch her give live birth while on magic mushroom.
Stop! No way!
Hold on! And this is from last month.
Oh my God.
Compensation is negotiable, but for sure at least $100 per person. And the knowledge of knowing that you just blew some people's mind having a baby come out of you.
My God.
This offer may not be for everyone. If you know someone who may be interested, please share this offer so that we might fulfill our dream of watching a live birth on mushrooms.
Oh my God, what the hell? I wonder if somebody responded to that ad.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh my God.
That hurt. That one hurt.
Oh my God. I hope everybody enjoys listening to us laugh at our own stuff, because that's what you're getting this episode. Oh dear Lord. Okay, I got one. Tucson Dairy Whole Vitamin D Milk, gallon, 128 ounce.
Okay.
3 stars. The title of this review on Amazon is One Friday Without the Milk. I'm going to try my best. After a long, hard week full of days, he would burst through the door, his fatigue hidden behind a smile. There was an icy jug of Tucson whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 full ounce, in his right hand. With his left hand, he would grip my waist. I was always cooking dinner and pressed the cold frostiness of the jug against my arm as he kissed my cheek. I would jump, mostly to gratify him after a time, and smile lovingly at him. He was a good man, a wonderful husband who always brought the milk on Friday. Tucson whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 ounce. Then there was that Friday, the terrible Friday that would ruin every Friday for the rest of my life. The door opened, but there was no buoyant greeting, no cold jug against the back of my arm. There was no Tucson whole milk in his right hand, nor his left. There came no kiss. I watched as he sat down in a kitchen chair to remove his shoes. He wore no fatigue, but also no smile. I didn't speak, but turned back to the beans I had been stirring. I stirred until most of their little shriveled skins floated to the surface of the cloudy water. Something was wrong, but it was vague wrongness that no amount of hard thought could give shape to. Over dinner that night I casually inserted, "What happened to the milk?" "Oh," he smiled sheepishly, glancing aside, "I guess I forgot today." That was when I knew he was tired of this life with me, tired of bringing home the Tucson whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 ounce. He was probably shoveling funds into a secret bank account, looking at apartments in town, casting furtive glances at cashiers and secretaries and waitresses. That's when I knew it was over. Sometime later, he moved in with a cashier from the food mart down the street. And me, well, I've gone soy.
Okay. Free human-sized hamster wheel.
Okay.
Free human-sized hamster wheel available for immediate pickup. Can accommodate up to 200 pounds. Fully functional. Not recommended for houses with small children or animals. 50 pounds of shredded newspaper also available. I will not have this in my house any longer. Taking appointments to view the wheel this week.
Okay.
Sandra from Brooklyn.
This one is a paperback book called How to Avoid Huge Ships.
We've done that one.
We did How to Avoid Huge Ships? Sorry, I'll keep going.
As the father of teenagers.
Yep, okay. My apologies. Hold on, I got more. Officially licensed Star Wars Luke Skywalker ceremonial jacket with Medal of Yavin. Large.
Okay.
3 stars. Be careful who you give it to. I bought this jacket for a coworker in hopes that giving him a gift would inspire him to reveal his true feelings for me. He did look very nice in it, but maybe that's what caused the problem. He looked too nice. And kind of boring. Shortly after I gave it to him, I realized that he felt more like a little brother to me, and that I actually have a thing for another guy at work who's kind of a scruffy smart aleck, a bit of a loser really, and so not my usual type at all, who hangs around with some totally disreputable characters. Some of them look like real hairballs, and might not be strictly honest, but he has this sexy bad boy thing going on. I don't know what the hell that acronym stands for. I apologize.
What is it?
IYKWIM.
IY. If you know what I mean.
Oh, if you know what I mean. Got it. And I'm finding it hard to resist. Heh, I haven't resisted at all. It's a really nice jacket, even though it kills all your romantic feelings for the nice, responsible, and even kind of attractive guy you give it to. So be careful with it.
Okay. All right. Need a volunteer to give me a vasectomy. All right. Well, I do have health insurance, believe it or not, but it's useless to pay for a vasectomy since I'm only 24. I've wanted one since I was 16. I have one kid already and don't ever want another, though I love the one I have, of course. Anyway, my doctor said it would be impossible until I'm 30 or have 4 kids. I'm hoping I don't have 4 kids before turning 30, but accidents happen. Would you like to stop accidents? Perhaps you are Christian and hate abortion more than anything. Well, I guarantee you'll prevent more than one abortion by snipping my vas. Perhaps you're a liberal and hate seeing kids grow up in poverty. You got the drift. Yes, this is a serious post. Please reply only if you have experience doing vasectomies and you are willing to do one pro bono. P.S. I already called Planned Parenthood. They want $500.
Okay. Okay, this one is for a giant 26-pound gummy worm party python snake.
Go on.
I already used that one. It is exactly what it says. The picture is a somewhat muscular young man model, if you will, with this thing draped around his neck and in a tank top. I'd say most women would probably consider him quite attractive.
Okay.
The review is 1 star, disappointing. Did not come with male model.
Is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing. Let's do one more of each. Go ahead. You got one more.
All right. This is a long one. Beautiful Italian paperweight.
Okay.
Need a 16,000 paperweight? Of course you don't. How about an Italian muddy toilet? Some of you may recognize this as a 2004 Maserati Coupe, also known as the 4200 GT. Don't let that gorgeous Italian body fool you, though. This car is Satan's chariot to hell or bankruptcy. I do not exaggerate when I say that this car has been in the shop half the time I've owned it. In the last 6 months, I have put $11,000 into parts and labor, and this thing still isn't right. I'm not rich. I'm just an average dude that always wanted a Maserati. Since I was a kid, I lusted after those Italian curves and exhaust note. Now my own kids come to me and ask why there's no food to eat and the electricity has been turned off, and I have to tell them it's because Daddy's car is sick again. This car has a new clutch, new actuator, position sensor, F1 pump and relay, gear selector switch, a 2K switch, new tie rods, and new tires. It is the miraculous F1 transmission. And then, if it works, it's a miracle. It's also seemingly inhabited by evil spirits. The voodoo priest at the Maserati dealer insists it's fixed, but it's not. I've seen their facility. There's no tools, just an altar to Alejandro de Tomaso, where they place the still beating hearts and smoking wallets of Maserati owners and ask for a vision of what the... And he's just got, like, letters, is wrong with their clients' cars. Come take a look at it. It's beautiful. It will let you down. You might think that since I poured so much money into it, that there might just be one more thing and then it'll be perfect. You can drive it home and laugh at the poor slob you bought it from who did all the work for you. Nope, not gonna happen. This car will make you cry. So why am I asking 16 grand for it? Good question. I'm taking a huge loss at this price, and it's the lowest price I can let it go for and still be able to pay my mortgage. If that's too much, don't buy it. I don't blame you. Come look at it. Bring a witch doctor. And maybe, just maybe, if the stars are aligned just right, you can drive it. Do not drive it. If you drive it, you will want it. It's fast. It's beautiful. It makes a sound like angels revving their angel mobiles. I want this thing out of my sight. I'm tired of sitting in it at night drinking and making engine noises with my mouth while I pretend it's not a huge pile of disappointment and debt. Do not offer me $5,000 for it. The Trident badge alone makes it worth more than that. I don't have to sell it. It can sit in my garage and I can continue to hate it. I don't have to sell it. I want to. There's a difference.
Wow. That was rough. All right, I'm gonna do one more here. This is okay. This is a good one. I'll end on this one. This is the HDE USB wall charger LED light up 4-port travel AC power adapter charger hub with interchangeable plug.
Okay.
So basically, it's like a 4-port USB charger that lights up.
Okay.
And it's got an interchangeable plug on it.
Okay.
5 stars, 4 ports.
Okay.
My wife and I can now charge all of our devices simultaneously. Now, all we fight about is her crippling alcoholism and my unhealthy obsession with Dakota Fanning. So there's that.
Okay.
Wow, that took a turn. This show's getting worse every episode. So yeah, hopefully we didn't offend anybody, and if we did, sorry. But that was funny. Yeah. Stuff was funny. But if we did offend you, I'm sure we'll hear about it, and that's fine. Maybe we went overboard. Do you have this week's fanfic pick?
I do. It's a Teen Wolf fic, obviously. Styles and Derek, obviously. It's called The Start of Our Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's by Cobra Lee. Cobrile.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. I bookmark it on Archive of Our Own, and my bookmark to myself is All the Feels. So apparently this is a really good one.
All right. So check it out. Check it out. All right. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week's episode. As I said, that got kind of crazy.
It did.
So, this is what you signed up for, folks. Hate to say it, but it's not going to get any better from here.
That was a good turn tonight. And I apologize for that one Craigslist ad.
It was worth every second. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, if you have any comments or questions or, suggestions for ideas, because we could use some suggestions for ideas, hit us up on Twitter, hashtag April and J have no ideas, or our Twitter handle, which is A and J have no ideas. Facebook is April and J have no ideas, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, aprilandj.libsyn.com, and, of course, randomchatter.com.
We also have an email address that, I don't know, do you check it?
It's on my phone, so sometimes it comes up. April and J
have no ideas at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's kind of long. And like I said before, we did pick a winner for our contest, and Alonzo. So I'm going to try to get in contact with you, sir or ma'am. I'm not sure by that name. But thank you for posting that wonderful review. And go on iTunes and review us. That is how you help us get better and get on the charts and have more people see our show and expose more people to the wonderful iTunes loveliness that is our show.
Yes.
I'm just rambling. I apologize.
You are.
I apologize. Anything else? You got anything else?
No. I think we went long tonight, I think.
A little bit.
But it happens.
I'll edit it down. Might have to edit some stuff out. We'll see.
So you may or may not know about the Craigslist ad in question.
We will see.
All right. Well then, I've been April.
And I've been Jay.
And that was an idea.
Sure was.